Humble and good evening. We don't come with on program again, face to face with the law. And you remember, I say for quite some time now, for some months now, face to face with the law, they work hand in hand with the Constitutional Review Committee, we can call CRC. So this program for several months now, face to face with the law and the CRC, the handler, and we don't talk about different things then. But today we want to talk about something we concern we all as a country, as a people, and sure so you will watch we so you will listen to we, you go agree with me say it concern you as well. Family, let's take you go back. We all as salon people and know say right now we country certain things they go on concerning this Ebola way, look fine with we, but we they believe in Tina Tanga that as salon people we don't believe what we believe, we know say na the right thing. We must win. And we know say Ebola yes, it wanna we say come out but we go win. We must win. But you don't push me. It really don't push me. You don't push we as a country, and you don't push the government to a point where last week or so, President Miguel for go on air and broadcast. He go claim or he tell people and say it don't declare a public state of emergency or state of public emergency. Where some man confused, everything that mean, well, how we go down at the country, that mean to say, some people let me they go. Some man say, na for one go buy this one, na two bag SLA keep on a hose, buy pepper, buy this, buy that, because state of emergency, nobody know for waka, nobody know for commot, all kinds, people can get all kind of feelings, all kind of things. But I mean, and nothing to say it dey up to that at all. We there today for make you begin for get small understanding or better understanding about wetin state of public emergency mean and wetin are the condition then under the salon the condition wey dey use presently Act number 6 of 1991. Wetin are the condition then under which the president get right or get power for declare state of emergency, or the president can sleep no more awake, he look peace, say, I declare a state of emergency. Again, whether na one whole country then can declare them, or na part of a country or part of the country, or I mean, waiting na the situation after they don't declare how for they as salon people in. Because this thing they confuse some people now lawyer they no more able to get some understanding. And that make we look say, okay, we go come out, we go explain to the people make them know clear one. And so today, the topic we want for talk about now, the state of public emergency. The state of public emergency, whether you want time or you know one time, we want to make you know that what's present we don't talk on last week, salon they under a state of public emergency. What you for trying to understand how for waka inside the state of public emergency, what you for do, what you will not for do, how for all for join on for police Ebola come on our country, so that salon will just smile on your face again. But as always, I get people and we go join me now for talk about this state of public emergency for you get clear understanding. And then go explain to you, but put in there. You can ask questions, you can send text message, you can I think WhatsApp self can go, because the world they push small. But how many people introduce themselves? I go begin. I'm a far right. Yes, sir. I can introduce yourself and tell family and who that you be and who you come out.
Yes. Me na live on the Coma, State Council Officers Department.
Okay. We'll come to the next person. She's a lady,
Family, good evening. Me na Jamesina King, and me na a member of the Constitutional Review Committee, and I represent the Human Rights Commission at that committee.
Okay. We turn down on my left. About this time, I will go back out yonder. The power they fire under me into this himself. Yes, sir.
Fambul, good evening. Me na lawyer Julian Cole, the Public Relations Officer for the Salon Bar Association.
Okay. I mean, the more they talk for the The bar, the law, they all in this country.
Correct.
But you get big work. Well, then left one more person. You know, anytime I can get on a panel, you can take time for talk. But I don't get choice. I get for ask them. But if I'm going to go to this, use safe side.
Good evening, Justice Tola Thompson, Chairman of the Subcommittee on Legislative CRC and Chairman of the PPRC.
Okay, Fambule, you don't get 4 people in a panel today. Get Mr. Ali Van de Kurma from Law Office and the CRC. You get Mrs. Jamesina King, a big lawyer, and Commissioner Human Rights Commission. You get Mr. Julian Corey, and they talk for the law in this country, and the PRO for 2 years now, and they talk for a while. Then you get Honorable Justice Maitland Tola E. Thompson. We a big Supreme Court judge in this country and in the PPRC. So you see, the panel itself don't show you see this is not serious business. And how for me yourself take this program serious? So you don't know allow person for hamburg you, and that pick away the hamburg to tell and make it you don't suffer. Listen to we, watch and make you know. How for make you know again that the topic we want for talk about today now the state of public emergency. The state of public emergency or state of public emergency. This is now face to face with the law. We do hand in hand with the Constitutional Review Committee, CRC. Today, we want to talk on the state of public emergency. Like I say, you can join me, you can send a text. Now, 078 88 6600. You want the number back? 078 88 6600. Where we go begin? I will ask say ladies first, but I mean 50-50. But me ask they go to Mrs. Tanaya. I will start with you, Mrs. King. They generally tell people everything they mean or waiting according to the constitution is state of public emergency. Generally, waiting now.
Well, state of public emergency, I will say that in the constitution in action, better one. Okay. And that some kind exceptional thing don't arise in a country. Something we not to the usual kind thing where can be in a country. Where they use the regular laws them, where they use the regular provision of the chapter 3 when at the human rights chapter. Inside chapter 3, where you don't talk about all the rights the way we get. It gets towards the end, section 29. Now members, when we talk about constitutional review, we always they talk say the constitution for the general provision, not to all things it go put detail one. So 29 give power where the president thinks say, and that is say, in the president in your opinion. Say something don't arise in the country. We don't put Salon. Now some kind dangerous situation. It say like we Salon in a war. Now I make you say people in the free because all time we can talk about state of public emergency. Now then the way rebel don't threaten, invasion one occur, war one be, then kind of thing, and the breakdown of public order. It is 6 circumstances where the president, in your opinion, can declare a state of public emergency. Not a public health emergency. We're not going to sign the constitution with a public health emergency. A state of public emergency. Say 129(2)(a) say when Sierra Leone is at war, when Sierra Leone is in imminent danger of invasion, that other country one can invade we, other people one can invade we will lead to a state of war. Also a breakdown of law and order, don't they public safety day. Any side the president will say this part state of public emergency will apply where there is a clear and present danger, all things are danger, actual breakdown of public order, public safety. But the sour one stress on where I think say in my opinion and the president look, he say where there is an occurrence of imminent danger or the occurrence of any disaster, or natural calamity, we know say this wala we don't like natural calamity affecting the community or a section of the community in Sierra Leone, or there is any public danger which clearly constitutes a threat to the very existence of Sierra Leone. Something one be way if we not take things alone, not go there again.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. King. I'll turn to the big panel, Honorable Justice Tola Thompson, for laying safe rub more this small bit slave and bolengo. You know, power you know, big church now this country we talk and so state of public emergency. And they again clear. Police have explained to we generally live and bolen try to understand about the state of public emergency.
That's not true. I agree with Mrs. King. I think that the section that we're meeting to see now appropriate in this circumstance, section 29(2)(e). Now, as far as me concerned, I think to say the president think about before you declare a state of emergency. But again, the president can only do that for some time.
Okay.
You see, he can do it for 1 week if Parliament only, because Parliament can go pass a resolution about emergency. If Parliament is seat, now 1 week, now 1 week. If Parliament not seat, not 21 days, now 3 weeks, now he can do that for. And then that Parliament then can do that, because they get up to 12 months for do that. And another time, if they can do it for a shorter period, but they cannot go over 12 months. So, and this situation will get meeting to see that situation we around that, because we're waiting really radio and for waiting we say it's a serious threat to the health system of this country. So as far as me concerned, this is not the appropriate step we can take for combat this particular menace we don't commit with. You see, as I don't we get the rebel war, but I have been man-made something. But now this one we don't know how it come out. So this is, for me, this is more serious than even, because that one you don't able to identify. This is why you cannot be able to identify except the people that way are qualified people there.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Cole, we don't hear Mrs. King don't talk and the big passive don't talk now. But you know, if I will go the accent and say, well, wait to we not free to I mean, when you look at what's happening at the country now, we the free to people can feel safe, free to a salon, free to not to salon. You know, free to just half parts of what's in this country be. But you think to say it being timely or it being correct for the president declare this state of public emergency?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. I think now very good question you ask. So, and it don't be a moot point at the country now. Even before the declaration, people they will be in the call say, I think president being supposed for them proclaim state of emergency. Other people they say no. Well, I think say we get laws that we still can help with or contain this particular trouble here without actually a proclamation of state of emergency. When I look at the whole situation, I think say it been timely for the president declare state of emergency, because like the other speakers they don't talk about extraordinary things that can happen. Things that in day we can just catch country way when I not be even think about them, right? And if you look at things and they sometimes if we use just the specific provisions where the laws they make for try for CC we put that thing there under control, it can be difficult small. Namely the constitution in self when are the biggest law where this country gets give power to the president for declare state of emergency. That means say when thing don't camp and come like how thing don't camp and come so pan this Ebola business. Well, the thing we don't camp and come, you find out say this disease it don't wild now. Boku, the Ebola disease. Ebola disease. Ebola disease. Of course, Ebola disease don't wild now.
Yes.
It don't kill Boku people. It don't affect Boku people. Look the kind of panic self we don't create in the country. Look how Boku people don't afraid to a point where we get the airlines and now for the cancel and flights and all of that. So this show you say this now kind of situation where Water look one pass Gary. So president need for calm now, declare state of public emergency so that we will able to arrest them under control. Let me take a practical scenario. Also, you get a situation where we say some people are waiting at this place here. They're not for move come on at this place here. Because if they move come on at this place, it go possible say then go send this disease to other people them out there. So with state of public emergency, you can able to tap them people in their movement. In fact, a section they specifically one particular provision they will say you can restrict the movement of people under the state of public emergency. Now that it means say we can take actions them without any specific law passed under this constitution where give the president right for declare that state of emergency day. It can make regulations them, it can make certain provisions them where for make sure say we able to tackle this problem we meet with. So for example, you go say no, una them people holding at this particular place who side this disease don't go sit down good one do ya on your movement with the tap and force. You not go say hey the president don't act against the law, because the constitution when are the biggest law we get give and power for declare state of public emergency, and under that declaration they he also get power for restrict the movement of people. So that then kind of action then they will talk about.
Thank you very much. Based on which you talk, I want to ask Mr. Ali Vandi coma, make himself rub much small. You think to say this state of public emergency before just be for a particular region or particular district or town, enough for cover the entire country?
Yeah, Mr. Moderator, a very good question. That's what you ask. The bottom line is, as the other panelists don't say, it started very, very small.
Wait till start small.
This Ebola sickness really the warrant His Excellency for really declare this state of emergency, public emergency. The state of public emergency, as the word implies, emergency, now extraordinary times, not to normal times, just like what James Sinabi say. You know, just like way normal things get where they say this person don't put emergency on, for example, where they drive. That they tell you say no, this is not a normal driver they drive. So when they don't reach to this peak, there's something very, very serious. And it started far east. Some people really be there in denial. Say, no, this, that, in fact, not a correct thing. People they do this here and then everything. But the way the thing, the speed at which the thing don't happen now, as the justice may they say, they listen to news on a daily basis. With the hear how many people don't contract the disease, how many people don't survive, and how many people don't lost their life as a result of this disease. Now we don't even get stories from other parts of the country. Now not only Usa is start. So the president think and wise say no. I no need for limit this state of public emergency to a particular region. Because of course, the constitution we only talk about now, again that power they say, it can declare either in part or in whole. So in other words, if I don't just say, for example, this particular locality and there I don't declare. But in wisdom, they don't say no. This thing, it is spread just like way people in literature they talk about wildfire in the Hamatan. You know, it only come. We don't get 1-2 cases even afraid on what they're in at the news now. Yesterday, we all be there at home, we listen to the radio stations then where people in the traffic sensitize, raise awareness about this thing. So now it's a national thing. So it's only what couldn't say, the president say no. This will not even limit to any locality now. It is the whole country. The constitution, who we all respect as being the most important sacred law in this land, gives me that power. And I exercise that power in the interest of everybody. So now the president don't say, look, it is declared all over. So everybody don't take it very, very seriously as we see right now in the country.
Okay, thank you very much, Family. This is face to face with the law and we they work hand in hand with the Constitutional Review Committee. We they look today the topic we now the state of public emergency. The state of public emergency. And we all know say as a country we they under state of public emergency. And you can send a text now 078 886600 078 886600. You see, Mrs. King, I want to come back to you. You know, we people in our salon, we just have to then get some clear understanding. There is this panic, even to the one that we lack book safe. As they say, state of public emergency, so everybody don't panic. You think to say under the constitution need day for panic because you see, it states that you be explained just now. It states the situation the way for happening where the president for declare state of public emergency. But this particular one, you see people want for me to get them clear. Waiting at the particular reason we make president declare this state of public emergency, right? And how the constitution want for let people understand that in view of the situation within the country present.
Okay, thank you very much. I think say with the officials the way they go on radio when they talk about this state of public emergency, and they say now for public health reasons. I make some of them they call them public health emergency, being done in order to the constitution. This particular state of emergency, all the regulation, all the measures the way they go take, now it directed for address this public health Ebola crisis in the country. Not a state of public emergency for let them go person they go make power by company. Because we are human rights people and now we they guard this chapter 3 of the constitution. Always we they look how they monitor them.
Okay.
So inside the constitution you get freedom of association and assembly, you get freedom of movement, you get right to privacy, all that and the freedom of expression, all that and they inside the constitution. Okay. But this particular instance, the constitution insists on that same chapter 3 where they guarantee, where they give people and their rights, where they make sure say their rights are you able for enjoy them. It they say in their special circumstance, in their extraordinary circumstance where water one pass flower, where time not go there against for let you say salon go there if you not take measure. It give the president power for make such a regulation where it dey affect their rights there. It dey affect the rights, like this one, it say to make provision for the detention of persons. We know so now the constitution, we get that protection there for let them not detain without any justifiable reason. And most of the time when they detain now, if you get case in a court. But this one now when they detain you now for your health and for the health of the one way they around you and for the existence of the nation as a whole.
Okay.
So whatever anybody where they work, you na public health worker, you na government official, all what you they do, and for make sure say health and life be preserved. And even in section 29(5), it say for the purpose of maintaining and securing peace, order, and good government in Sierra Leone or any part thereof. So now something we get for acting good faith, not to anything where they act in bad faith. So people are not get for free. We they hope say, and we don't hear the declaration. Like yesterday while they watch television, I hear somebody in our defense. One of the senior military man. I say what would they can inside this thing, not to for can unleash violence. And I've been glad why I read that word thing. Because now that they make people afraid. Because we don't call say Sojama, you don't call police. And they feel to say now just force violence. But no, human rights still there. And that day we for still remember human rights still there because all of this you they do for preserve life, for preserve the well-being. And that make even when they say for move around, we also say if then they quarantine people and they get for make sure say they provide for their livelihood and for their well-being. Like if you look age 29 6H, it say all the regulation the way they go make and for provide for maintaining such supplies and services as are in the opinion of the president essential to the life and well-being of the community. So this particular state of public emergency, not for let person die or for let person be affected in that bad way, but now for let we all go get well body, let we all go able to forget the freedom for enjoy exercise the right we be once get before, so that this thing go done and we could go back to a normal state, not abnormal state. When I say abnormal state, now we day.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. King. I will come to you, Honorable Justice Tola Thompson. Somebody they say, well, the state of public emergency, we president don't proclaim, yes, president get the right, but if they not gazetta, then the emergency not all. Then, if Parliament not sit and endorse the emergency not all, I should say people are going for you explain that one, make them get time. Clear one.
Well, that is, but I just say something before that. You see, within the president do and within the constitution, make we understand that in the first place. You know, to something extra. Now the constitution is even provide for that. Not to say now, just say down with this thing, or in opinion that people decide for do, but he do within the constitution. Now I remember Mrs. Kim made talk the exact position that the constitution give you that power for do. And of course, when you don't want to, I mean the constitution make you say because this is not a democratic state. Now that's what we get for understand. You see, but certain things and the way you get for taking a democratic state. Where you the one that we been do go come na the back burner, like you talking about human rights, freedom of assembly and movement and all that kind of thing. They will come na the back burner because of the state of emergency. So when the president decide for take that, as I've been the open, he had 1 week. And I remember, so when he declared state of he talk about parliament.
Yes.
But exactly, you know, say
parliament
get for endorsing in state of emergency we declare.
Yes.
Because parliament get for do if parliament not the seat as I say now 1 week. If they sit if they not sit na 3 weeks, if they sit now 1 week. So Parliament get for do that, and when Parliament do then can get more. You see, because you go more than you go like as you give 12 months or less than 12 months. But the fact of the matter, but then you get for even Gazette.
Before the
because
Gazette,
then the Constitution, so you get for Gazette.
Before the Gazette, like when you talk, see, where Parliament endorse within the president proclaim, if then you extend up to 12 months.
Yeah.
But president in proclamation being specific, it's a first instance between 60 and 90 days. But talk to Van Molen concern the 60 and 90 days by the statement we HEB make, in line with Parliament get the right to say, President, we don't give you 60 or 90, but the whole self-CD still they join in by no extender.
But then you refer for like Parliament even when that thing they can extend that more again.
Okay,
Exactly. So you get that. You know, it's because
But that because of one.
you even extend that more.
Whether way the time where President State or sometimes where Parliament put it on door, President can proclaim a second time.
It didn't have to say after the 12 months when they get up to it, they can do a more again. They can go over the time. They can go back the passer. You see.
Okay, but what about this Gazette issue? If you not Gazette now, that means to see the thing.
No, that just follows. When once you don't declare, you for Gazette.
Okay.
I don't think you say you could just say we don't pass up. No, when the constitution say that in the same area now you use for declare, and you know say that one party you just left and so. That's to be Gazette.
Well, you see, somebody they watch when I see and they smile, they ask, say, hey, well, if Parliament no meet it, means the thing no all water.
I don't think so.
Well, waiting as here, it say every declaration made under subsection 1 shall lapse. Waiting lapse mean?
It expire small.
It expire.
Yes.
If that 7 days pass,
Yes,
Parliament
exactly.
will sit. Then by 2/3 majority, pass a resolution they approve. Or like when they're not in the seats now, 21 days. So it will lapse. That state of public emergency no going exist. If these 21 days pass, Parliament don't pass that resolution.
Okay, now one if I'm get and clear.
Yes.
Interesting. The time when President declared this state of public emergency,
Yes.
I think the Parliament will be vacation.
Yes.
The holiday.
They mean the holiday.
Which means
so now 21 days
President
they
will
look
call
at.
them.
Yes. So
So
now
they get
21
21. I was
days.
still
Yes.
21 days
It not pass it.
which means the thing it's not
And
here.
I see today they don't summon Parliament.
They don't
I see
summon
am,
Parliament.
Yes, they don't summon Parliament. So we still do
No,
within the
no,
law.
no.
You know this now rule of law business.
Yes.
And this now constitution
Constitution,
business. And this like when we talk about the constitutional review, because I wonder we link this since we talk about constitutional review, they see the constitutional provisions at work.
Yes, yes.
Ultimately, they do get for day within law, and they get for day within the supreme law.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Cole. How for bring you can, Mr. Cole, Julian Cole?
Yes, sir.
How for bring you can to this stay home? We take place yesterday. We as a country we all know say yesterday we sit down and host President been tell we say make we think properly about this Ebola business we don't kind of the country and make we pray. But you know say some people may actually get things for go do outside. They don't see don't say they want for go out, but this state of public emergency now, so I'm afraid. Then some people they say again, oh, police been there out, soldier they out, then they beat people, embarrass them. But how you look at this under the state of public emergency? I don't give Mrs. King and gonna human rights.
We
Wait
can
for
talk.
her. You understand? I look at you. So yes, how make you?
Yes, I want to start first with quickly the very section 29. If you look at subsection 6, I read that quickly. It say, without derogating from the generality of the powers conferred by subsection 5, and notwithstanding the provisions of this chapter, the regulations or measures may, so far as appears to the president to be necessary, listen this one, so far as appears to the president to be necessary or expedient for any of the purposes mentioned in that subsection, right? Expedient, necessary. Now the president don't sit down. He don't say, we don't declare state of public emergency now. He don't say, okay, any measure they where things say go fine for make the people them commit themselves to for help with and this fight against this particular disease, this Ebola disease. President say, I think one particular day the way we need for set aside. Say let all man sit on our host, reflect, organize your family. When I begin plan how for tackle this disease, when I begin plan on our host in juxtaposition with the chlorine water and how una for arrange on our family life for fight this disease. So he said that particular day, in don't declare for be sit at home day. Of course, from what we does don't read, the president gets all the power and all the rights for declare that they sit at home. Then everybody for sit on a host. Mind you again, this constitution say the president get right for make measures them for make sure say he enforce this particular public emergency.
Okay.
So in situations where it look like say president don't make a declaration of state of public emergency, he don't put out measures like for example sit at home. Then people then they will want to go against that measure. Then I think say by this very provision the security forces they get right. Of course, all that they talk so it's about taking reasonable steps for ensure compliance. Not for go above waiting reasonable. Now for make sure say you do within the confines of waiting reasonable. For make sure say people then comply. Because president says sit at home. Now a measure under the very public emergency where president don't declare. So that measure they for be respected and for be complied with. So if people want go against the measure, then of course security personnel them get the obligation for ensure compliance. So they can arrest people, and this particular one say all the laws of people like they go and cry, but president even get right for suspend them for make sure say this particular public emergency all water, because what in this constitution they look at now the ultimate good of the country. Nothing other way good pass for their citizens able live good one in a country for let them life day. And this particular disease, Ebola disease, they threaten the citizen life. So president don't go out now under this particular emergency measure for make sure say he restore that life they will look like they lost so. So if you don't put measure, you grab you they go violate that measure, they go flout them, then the constitution make provision under the very section for make the ensure say you comply with that particular state of emergency measure day where you dey breach so, albeit within the confines of reasonableness. Therefore able make sure say they do unreasonably, police, soldier or whoever they try for make sure so we comply with what the president say for do reasonably.
Thank you very much, Mr. Colin. Mrs. King, you know, I must come to you. Mr. Van de go wait me small. You know,
I
you
want
know
to
him
talk
right
something,
person.
yes. I want to talk something small. Again, we for members say, all my way there for fight this Ebola. If I respect human rights, you know me say human rights not suspended though. Human rights still there. And if I respect human dignity, and how you they do know that one day, you they look at the measure where President put, let us say stay at home. You go believe say some man there. They don't mean they ever get chance for hearing any of their message and thing and radio all this time, because sometimes 6 o'clock you don't left, you don't go market. You didn't market all day, you know they listen to radio. Sometimes that construction worker, you don't wake early in the morning, you didn't in construction place stainless. But that they stay at home. It make almost everybody in this country able for hearing the reality of this Ebola, say it day, and that if it not take measure, it will contribute to let it spread, or it will contribute to let more people then die. So sometimes the way they look some measure, they look the end result. Like that stay home, that one day stay at home, and then we don't tell we, they don't give we 10 where you go don't buy you pep keep in house. You're able to say it give good result. And then I just say stay at home no more. We see all the efforts we all man make that day yesterday. Now radio, now television, all over. But then the other thing where they look, you talk about say me we not hear any report. Well, me not hear any report.
Human Rights Commission not get that report.
I not get that report they but sometimes you go can later. But if you say police then do so, you get for ask yourself, waiting and do it be proportional, that not be reasonable, it be necessary waiting and do. Because if you grab say you dey go beat people and you go threaten people them, that encourage where you want encourage people them for listen and cooperate. Then go cooperate, then go cooperate. So anything where anybody they do, you all for work towards one goal. And that goal then are for make people adhere to waiting the help people and they say so that this disease here it not go spread and then when they will get time we go able for treat them. So if you go they go begin beat, what's in sick there they go beat them. We get for respect people and dignity. Like that person they even say they die, you get for respect her, you get for treat her with dignity. Okay. Dignity very important, and then they will not suspend them. Torture, no way, anyway. The protection from torture where you can suspend them. You know they give nobody right for torture person in any circumstance. So if person they go do that anyway and not get that report they bad and we condemn them.
Now, Mr. Vandy, I should say yourself President House yesterday. And you be observed you area, you notice say the state of public emergency it been work better. If I'm gonna like follow you explain how if you see salon people they mean comply or they mean take these instructions where the PAB been given yesterday.
Well, Mr. Moderator, I think just like what the listener said, it was a resounding success from the area outside there. And one thing for know, when the interest of the state is at stake, all individual interested, I can use the word of the justice, it will be relegated to the back burner.
And they go beyond.
And they go beyond. And that's not happened yesterday. Granted, the Constitution gives several of the rights in the movement, assembly, association. Normally on Mondays, if even person know they can work, you know they don't want inside you, so you must come or go to neighbor house or go sit down somewhere and just entertain yourself. But when the state of emergency, the president declared, as the justice will say, and not only declare because it won't declare more. This same constitution, where give them rights and they say you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. The same constitution and the right say you can declare when the exigencies demand. And as we all know that this country right now, the exigencies demand that. If I make people long before this time, we don't call for and say, if we don't be earlier than this. But thank God, at least they don't come now. So when a seller will sit at home, every well-meaning citizen for treat that message with all seriousness. Because the same constitution say, now give the president the power for declare. And the measures, some of the measures, the way you say the president can take, it can restrict freedom of movement. And our freedom of movement, the proclamation is
what do you say the man in the house, the Englari, then picking Englari, they see the papa's auntie.
Yes, that's
tell the president
just like where James David is saying. Some people they live very early in the morning, particularly waiting at the eastern part of Freetown. You left until by then 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning, until they return very late, so don't miss the and don't sleep in. Then another side, family life.
I understand saying them when they try for get for go meet the party, they already declare every day. They say no only take Sunday. Me the man go to sit down now one day say for
Mr. Moderator, let's just come back because we live in a community. When are the Furabe community?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't go much into them because we know the things that the stories that will be done, they come from the Furabe community over the past months and so.
Yes.
But when the president declared that thing, everybody, in fact, when I get a peep, I feel say like na be how we did sometime January 6. For even see somebody cross na street, it will take you time. Everybody really complied. We are at home, and thank God, NPA, if not for any other day, then give the light so people then be able to listen to the radio programs there. And it brings forth this there now say, indeed, if anybody gets doubt about this Ebola thing, we now know say it is there, it is real, and it has to be treated with all seriousness. Okay. I think that's what people know that the community.
Okay, thank you very much. Again, this is a face-to-face with the law, with the work hand in hand with the Constitutional Review Committee. Today we topic where we look now the state of public emergency. The state of public emergency. And I don't tell you Fambulensi, you know to one and get this talk. Yourself can join me, you can send a text message, you can send WhatsApp, you can ask question or you make contribution. Now 078 886600 078 886600. I'll come to you, Justice Tola Thompson. People majority as a country we glad the president declared this state of public emergency. But some people they say this state of public emergency, anytime when they declare it affect the money business in the country, it affect other areas, and so it's not good at all. But how you go able to explain to people about the common good of this section 29 within inside the constitution, this state of emergency?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. You see, you know they get the best of both worlds. And this not to an exceptional circumstance.
Okay.
The question of the economy, of course the economy will go for suffer people that go. But economy will suffer as against people that will die. Who's why you go choose? Me go prefer for choose the latter one, the people that will die. So if you feel to say that the economy matter, but that it means to say who that not the people that will go for manipulate the economy, not the people that will die. Now they get for manipulation. So if everybody, who say your economy could live if people die in this country? So the question we get for at least appreciate the situation how they under, and try as best as we could for make the best out of it. If like the economy get for suffer, we know say you not go suffer for that long, you know suffer forever. You go must come. Remember we been there. We economy been the suffer, but remember we go, but we economy don't pick up. Yes. So we don't see how we not go pick up. We go pick up and anytime once we don't able for get over this one. Because this Ebola business, not a joke business, not serious business this one. You see? Because as my young friend will talk of the state council will talk, it be start first na Kailanwe and Kelema. But as we are now, it is outside. So everybody is that much concerned about this and vulnerable. So let we address that situation. Let me try to address the situation. Then we can start for talk about the economy. We may not believe say if we address them quick as we address them, the economy will suffer that bad. Okay. But what you will get for do this the priority for me now what you would depend on that not the Ebola.
Okay, family, we don't get the 4 sets of questions and contribution then we want for it. Somebody say they tell every salon person but people could thank you because we follow waiting the president say, follow all sit down house yesterday and think and pray better one for this Ebola sickness we don't come now our country. He say Ebola na sickness we not good. He say the state of public emergency where the president declare, he say let God make able for help we so that we will pull this sickness come on now we country. I think say that na good talk. And other person say, he said, do ya, I don't forget this thing clear one. This na public health emergency or na state of public emergency. He said, Leone, I explain this thing from Mr. Cole, Julian Cole.
Yeah, well, I think waiting the constitution make very clear that now the provision for public emergency, so now state of public emergency.
No,
however,
you continue, remember, say, President at one time they don't talk, say we use this this health act,
okay, yes,
right? And then some man may not keep 98 and 98. So now they want to say, well, this park come out with this this state of public emergency now.
Okay.
We know the one now we sabi.
yes, okay. Well,
I need the person in the for asking make him get and clear. Who's one day now?
yeah, well, you know, say the constitution, like I've been just to explain. Now the big law, now the umbrella law, right? But under this umbrella law, you get other laws them. So the Public Health Ordinance of 1960, now one of the very many other laws that we'll get at this country. And like I've been in a radio station 98.1, some other time they explain the provisions that we they under day, where some of them provisions they are, we can utilize them for fight this kind of trouble. We don't come to this kind of Ebola disease here. So minister get power for do beaucoup things them under that Public Health Ordinance day. However, this indifferent from the Public Health Ordinance provisions, because what how me look at
I think this one and away don't come.
the Public Health Ordinance in use specific measures them where the Minister of Health or other health authorities them for able implement for fight disease like this kind so right. But this one at this state of public emergency in broader in scope. Right, so you find out I read something just always say anything where look necessary and essential for combat this kind of situation where we get so as far as the president in see and say this action, this measure is necessary, then we can do it. Back to the question proper, the provision as state of public emergency, but sometimes because it gets to do with health, so people they say state of public health emergency because it gets to do with health, but really in a state of public emergency because the different things in the way can happen. It's either health, it's either war, it's either invasion or some other things.
But this the president declare under the constitution.
Yes, of course, the public emergency, state of public emergency. It's different from waiting they inside the Public Health Ordinance when it measures them where they can take for combat problem like this.
Okay. But I guess I just want to you see that's not public emergency, but there are certain things that they will happen in the society. We're in a health business, na security business. If you go, you reach a stage where you know for combat or you go out of hand, you can declare everybody confine them to the particular place, but that not mean to say the other area themselves not go matter because if you get for like this will depend now. The police will get involved, that's security, yes. and the army. Yes. You see, that's security. Then you get the health people, so it has to be just the general one, just like that, public emergency. But if you say now for health business, no more you confine to health business. If you go meet them people and say, I want, and I see somebody inside so we they suffer from Ebola, I want to take and go. If you say no, I know you take and go. You can go find somebody who will make for take and go. Not so. Yes. Well, exactly. But it's in that. So everybody and get for the on deck.
A party I'm going to make sure because if they see how people and they go to the hospital there, pull them patients,
exactly.
and come out. But when state of public emergency, there are nothing say person go think that one.
No,
yeah, because we just don't talk and see. All man get for corporate. For measures and they can take for make sure they enforce them and people and comply.
Okay, I think family need for no say. One for corporate for let Ebola come on at this country. If you not corporate, you want to work with them, select the logo only tanga, not so. Yeah. Because that make don't put her now say this na state of emergency will be pass Ebola done. So I should say you get a one. But somebody ask say, you say I like what you una they talk. You say, Mr. If I make the one whole country, you know, say Ebola na two thing and a day. He said the only thing we sorry no more that this state of public emergency where the president proclaim, he say he can't let. Mrs. King, you think so?
Me not think say Khalid. You know, if I for confess, me not be one person way. All my the Allah say declare state of public emergency. And they wonder, but what difference would it make? You know, because not of the declaration or the proclamation of the state of public emergency, now the measures that we get for take for make sure say they succeed. You know, so me not think say later something where you get for contemplate very well. And you remember say this Ebola na something where na new thing. We never ever get them before. So you get for really
make the medicine safe. Then ask them go eat better. And now they try.
So I don't think say I think say waiting go make it work. Now if we really do the necessary measures, people will understand, people will incorporate, and we see say there's no new infection. Then we know say well.
And Mr. King, I want to tell you somebody else say well, under this state of public emergency. You say waiting with the ordinary people and for the do and waiting we not for do. See the owner explain to we make us have waiting for do under this state where we now. Waiting for do everything.
Well, they don't tell we all waiting for do yesterday. Now make all see do we yesterday near we radio and with television. If you get person we sick, one of the things they will then say, can go hospital, no hide on our house. Because when you hide on our house, it is spread. And when you go hospital, follow the instructions they will then give you. That are one of the two things they will say. They say if you know say your neighbor get possibly sick, call 117, not to the number that
yes.
These are some of the things. If you get the body, not make say you they can want some. Once that person there you're not sure of what he die of, make sure say you call the health people and let them can if the person die now you are quick why yourself not understand.
Yeah, I think say Mr. Ali Vanilla argued this. Sometimes will take you out a bit, but I think we need for talk about this. We green now say people in the die plenty in this country. For under this Ebola business. But what other concern with people they raise out and under that for quite some time now, and then been gone and they don't even dig 6 feet for bad people that will not die by sickness. How much more way Ebola don't can now, then they not dig 6 feet. That Ebola not go grab like gone.
Yeah,
because he could they will talk some of them things back. They will not feel say we don't done. Then tomorrow it begin back small. Because they know they dig 6 feet now. They go back in them plenty. So now 4 feet. So only when they go they put the body down, back take shovel and when dig go down back small bit. We they see. Yes, are concerned again. We want the authorities then listen. But una when in a hell when they deal with them Bengon business, they know they dig the Bengon and correct. Not reach 6 feet at all. You know, I agree say people in the fed for land, fed for us. That correct us when a person you not reach the measurement too and sickness they now boku. Talk about that small bit, man.
Yes, Mr. Moderator. I think that concern and plenty of people on the raise over the past few weeks and months since this outbreak came, particularly with the way then they dig the grave stem
shallow one
for buried corpses. And if we be the treater with levity, I think say now we really need for treater with seriousness, and we need for treater very very seriously. First will be the area and say 6 feet. Yeah. 6 feet. Yes. You know,
if I 6 feet, now for normal death.
Very
then
well.
If sickness 9 kilos, you say cholera, so you forgo beyond.
Especially with yes.
But that not they happen.
So now they don't divide that. You know now people in infection cut to everything. And say from 6 to 3. So now 3 feet. I carry people in the same. They say now we could just send.
And the authorities then see they know they go back in there. They set them up. They set the hide. They make no understand.
Exactly.
This one talk about Uber buy.
With the cemeteries, they have say the councils then they in charge of the cemeteries then they. So this for go really to the people who they work at the councils.
Yeah, Mr.
People who they work at the councils for ensure say they monitor, especially when the person died of Ebola. Then a very serious thing. Because they don't tell we how powerful the virus is. We all only see na beats, Facebook, WhatsApp, pictures when they show, even out and they go bury the person. Imagine the person died. The indignity for men are not even wash up. The indignity for men are not even pray if you belong to any religious faith. You know, then it's like then they go dump that person. The way the people in the restaurant tell you say it's very, very serious. And as such, when they confine that body to the dirty, they really need for put them below half in such a way that even the people who they walk, the grave diggers, because perhaps they don't come back this person at this point. The other person they can back not so Ebola victim and near they can back and they go for dig. We now they dig out they twist them, dirty them.
Thank you very much.
So you never know what will happen after
Mr. Julian, call again to this issue. Somebody or people in the sea. In fact, all this Ebola business they go for try forget being gone, especially for being one way Ebola key.
Yeah, well, me in hockey really one Rob Motpa within this person thinking.
No, that's for Rob Mot because
I just want to say this. I think Liberia recently because themselves get this problem. Then go for go back 22 people away die as a result of this Ebola. Now one being gone.
Okay.
But the people are not agree. The people in the area say nothing and they bury them there. So as a result, the government of Liberia don't say all Ebola death now for be cremated. Once now Ebola kill you, they for cremate you body. That means they for burn you to acid. And not for go dig and bury you. Now, but what you want? Yes, that means say the Liberia government don't say you not born and will get for burning now and they go bury you again.
That kind of way they ashes. What's they gonna do with the ashes?
Well, me not think say the virus will survive. That can hit you. They go born more. Yeah, what I just want
because now rainy season.
Yes, what I just want to see. You see the public health ordinance we just don't talk about. So I think say the state of public emergency where they don't declare go complement and so much. But boku thing and they boku provisions that they inside that particular ordinance. This is what they talk about bearing. Particular section the way me don't read inside that public health ordinance, they will say the authorities of health then get power for take over the body and bury in business. You know, for even ask them question. Once it be say this person he die of Ebola of this disease, where they don't put as part of the notifiable diseases, then the authority, the health authority, gets right for take that body they and ensure say they bury them properly for make it not put the country at risk again. So people then for able to understand it. We know say the right for make you bury your person well, go now church, prepare them, do ceremonies, it's fine. Now with tradition and with culture, it's fine. But this kind of term we depend so now, if we say we left body the way Ebola kill, give people them for deal with them how they want to deal with them, believe you they plunge the country into one whole problem. So then we allow the health officials them for take over body we die as a result of Ebola, bury them properly so that we go save this country.
I know what you talk, Mr. Cole, but we don't even need to go there because if we do on a state of emergency, we can still do that.
Yes.
You
Yeah, exactly.
You don't not even get for you got just materialize at the place if you didn't check up.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Family, I want for continue question. Don't come and we dey round up as we dey go. Somebody they say Ebola na bad thing. That sickness, that virus, they say not good. Say they allow all us salon people. They allow tinap tanga. Tanga so that we go fight Ebola. We go pull and come out. Say let pray. Say let fast. And let we obey all the things that we supposed to do for fight Ebola make it come on our country. Other person say President Nkrumah say I tell you boku thank you. He say you dey work, you dey live fine. He say because how you dey carry on, he say Ebola must come on our country. Other person say he say the public state of emergency, he say as long as it go stop Ebola now we country, he say there are people allow accept, allow agree. He say ato because some of right then all we dey keep them force. He say but allow agree. He say if that day it go take for the Ebola done, he say let agree. Say because in wetin dey worry, he say Christmas they come, he say let Ebola not go meet Christmas there. He say make Ebola go. Other person say he say face to face with the law. He say do ya una can dey talk about the condition better. He say but when we go that bookshop for go buy the condition, he say we know they get and at all. He say this one a money because sometimes they want to talk we want read down for we self make we see.
Internet.
Yes, is it on internet?
Yes, not print so.
Okay, well, yeah, then go on to the is it the
You say 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone.
okay, if you're not in a bookshop, go na internet, go online, 1991 Salon Constitution, Google am, you go see how you go get a go printer. I think na free safe, printer they free. He say when they talk about this Ebola business, say what about them people the way they pump or they incite other one and say, hey, Ebola not there, then they waste on attempt for nothing. So what about them?
And then are bad people, they're not so good citizens.
They're not like this country.
They're not like this country.
Other one say, he say, I want for no. He say, where would they use chlorine for wash we? He say, me I can wash me and so I dey afraid make me and not go come out. He say some people and say, he say chlorine they give cancer. He say me I want for wash with time. He say I don't confuse.
No. Recently, what me say self, I say this chlorine people they use one person they talk about say sometimes himself harmful and all of that. So I think say we Ministry of Health need for come out with a position as to waiting for the ratio of chlorine water when you want mix them. So let's get things they are clear. But now they take the rumors and too strongly, they will not go able do it too for help kick this disease. Yeah.
But people then they panic, and that panic they then for left. Because we panic, you go do extra thing that we don't need for do. Then say ordinary soap and water, soap and water regularly, ordinary hygiene regularly. They kill Ebola.
Me,
Ebola they afraid so.
Me, I was
That's
me
why
and
I
with
hear. That's
chlorine
why they
water.
help people
Me and
say.
it bomb. I mean, feel say make I go come out because them put small water, then put chlorine. Boku. I don't know if they had one pan Ebola. The more than me, I pass I go rinse me and learn.
I think so like how Julian say, the Ministry of Health then for bring the bucket camp, then show you the chlorine, and show you
The measurements.
Show
Yeah,
you the
tell me,
measurements.
say almost tablespoon chlorine. You for put some almost quantity water. No, no.
Then
So
we-
let person not go pack
You
chlorine.
use to
something.
tick bottle, you
Yes,
use gallon,
exactly,
so you know what
exactly.
would you
I
use.
just want to add a little bit on this when you talk about people the one really deny business, say Ebola not there. The fact of the matter is that if you don't say about Ebola, the people they win and they own na them expert na they own work that they say they. Who then am you for tell for cancer? You know, they may not have been nothing but Ebola pass where they say they kill people person.
You
Now
can
that's
know about Ebola,
now that's
nobody
now
know
we
about
will not agree for accept that this way. If we not sabi about something, let we accept to not sabi and listen to them and we sabi. We will find out say this thing will blow over just like that. But if you they say you know they Ebola, not they own now problem you they create for yourself. You see, because how you talk and so other people like they
And so
believe you.
Yes.
And that's we will try for avoid.
Okay, family and somebody else say, in terms of catch, we just somebody say, he say as a nation and salon people, they say we dey suffer now by this Ebola business here. He say, he say, but one thing we want to ask, say, do you are this state of emergency? Now for yesterday, no more way the person make we sit down house and think and pray, or now for so take Ebola done.
I should say go be say Ebola done.
Say Ebola done.
Yeah,
But
well.
Parliament go give me the last one.
Yes, because like we just don't
Parliament
say,
go give
like
you the
we
last
just
one.
don't say, if Parliament not the seat, 7 days it will lapse. When Parliament can, Parliament suppose for able make them for they extend them. But I believe say like Jamesina say they don't call Parliament and it look like they go get.
Well, the last thing before we say
I
goodbye.
think they meet on Thursday.
Okay.
They meet on Thursday.
Okay. Before we say goodbye, somebody else say I like what una dey talk and they enjoy am. He say me one big, me one for big. He said them been gone the way they bury the Ebola patient they all. He said they made them market them find out. He said I made them monitor them so that people are not go there and buy where Ebola will come back second time.
No, not true.
So family in terms of KHP, one for say goodbye, Julian Cole.
Yes, Fambule on a goodbye. Let we face this Ebola tranga one for Poland at this country.
Honorable Justice.
Family, goodbye. We could try and get this Ebola out of the country.
Mrs. King.
Dear family, we not panic. Once we get the experts, the health workers there with we, and we dey pray, we know say Ebola go down.
Mr. Vandi Koma.
Yes,
Vandi Koma.
family on a goodbye. On a lot keep within the confines of the law as declared the state of emergency, the provisions the way the president, whatever measure the president puts in place, where we comply and ensure say this Ebola thing we get out of this country.
Well, family, we don't talk and go, we don't talk and come. We get for go and I just want the phone. See, they say goodbye to you, but I have to make you know see the good thing. But yesterday and about the state of public emergency now that almost all salon people don't believe say Ebola day, and we all don't tawa who don't say who they fetan last. They are all the fetan. We for try for clean the backyard, clean the house, do things and clean hygiene back there by this Ebola business. So then they will bring me how they handle things. You see some man knocking fast. They are looking try for be clean so that Ebola go far. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Goodbye.
You cannot avoid its magical sound or the golden picture of its silver screen. For the taste you thirst.